what we actually sell to operators is an IMS core plus the key application servers that operators will need to run on top of this IMS core, meaning telephony and messaging applications in particular, but opening up to other collaborative form of applications such as unified communications. On top of that, what Comverse brings to the market is a unique experience of how operators are moving into converged billing, but also how fixed and mobile operators are looking into RCS, how we're working on interoperability to bring RCS to the market with the right partners in terms of IMS software clients, handset vendors, and the right ecosystems of application for presence, network address books, and other forms of collaboration and communication applications. What we see in the market is slightly different. We see two main drivers for IMS, and it really depends on where the operators we're talking to are based. When we're talking to operators that are in emerging countries, they're really looking into evolving their legacy network to IMS. So we're talking about migration from PSTN, Class 5 TDM technologies to IMS. So it's about really helping operators reduce their OPEX because they are managing several central offices, so they want to lower the cost of real estate. And it's not really about the fancy applications, but really about migrating for rationalizations. And if we talk to the operators that are in Western Europe or in North America, it's true that we hope that RCS will help bring those applications to the marketplace, but we're already seeing those applications now being bundled into service offerings. But it's true that we're not talking about fancy applications on top of RCS. We're more than concerned and more than implicated. One of the reasons for that is that we are the market leaders for pre-IMS rollout in Europe, for instance. So we have a huge base of soft switch rollouts, which we need to migrate into IMS. So basically that means that at some point in time, we may be facing implementations where they have TDM rollouts, pre-IMS soft switch technology rollout, and IMS rollout. So basically what operators need is a team of professional services from their vendor partners that are able to understand the feature set that was provided in the pre-IMS or in TDM mode, the CPEs, the customer premises equipments that were involved, and they need to be working with the people that have the knowledge to actually make it work in an IMS environment. The key, I would say there would be two key drivers and two key lessons learned there. One is that you need people that understand how things used to work before the move to IMS, and you need to work with people that will have the ability as a systems integrator to bring in third-party components for, as you mentioned, the specific gateways that might be needed during that transition period.
Okay. So you guys are able to provide all the expertise?
We're obviously able to provide the expertise as a systems integrator, but also work with the best of breed partners for the specific gateway or convergence server applications that you might be needing if you're doing femto sales or you're doing any other form of FMC application. There will be some impact in terms of the billing migration, but what we really need to understand is that the way, for example, our IMS solution is designed, it's supposed to present as from day one the right interfaces for prepaid and postpaid billing. So basically this our leading position in billing, whether it's prepaid or postpaid, allows us to present a comprehensible migration solution from a pre-IMS to an IMS world. But obviously this includes some knowledge and, as you mentioned, some gateways to the legacy part of the billing solution. So we're still facing a point in time where we still need to take into account the fact that there will be some legacy prepaid billing solutions that will be that will continue to run alongside those IMS rollouts for some time in the future. It's difficult to answer the question, but because obviously if we are in a marketplace where everybody is a standalone operator, then I think that there is a case. But if you are in a deregulated market where one of the players has the ability to roll out a triple play, not even quadruple play, but a triple play solution where they have a value proposition around a single bill and unlimited offerings for voice, whether it's from a fixed phone or voice coming from a PC, and they add IPTV on top of that. It makes it a very comprehensible offering, and it allows them to be positioned in a key way where every household that is looking for a single bill, that wants to take all of those features from those unlimited features in a bundle solution, will find it very interesting. So it makes it difficult for the standalone operators to justify a business case in a standalone fashion, which does not mean that from a pure P&L perspective, a standalone operator cannot make money from a single play or even a double play strategy. But obviously in that particular area, regulation and regulatory authorities have a key role to play. I think that I won't talk about the rapid, the way, how fast you're going to launch new services, but for sure what's happening is that every fixed or mobile operator recognizes that the end user will be someone that will be equipped with a mobile phone and will have a broadband laptop connected to some broadband, fixed or wireless broadband connection. So basically we're talking about enabling that end user with a set of communications tools that would work on both devices. So what this means is that the silo approach will not work, or at least will not work very long. So once we figure out the business models on the mobile side of things, I think every operator will need to come up with an IMS solution, because that will need integrating different devices. And if you look at the different broadband access methods they're looking into, with major developments in LTE from what we've heard in the recent months, then I think not it's really about the wide variety of broadband access methods, LTE being one of them, that is going to drive IMS, and not necessarily the fast pace at which you're going to add new applications. I think handsets are, but I don't think this means that when we should not be moving to LTE at a fast pace. I think that we know this kind of discussions it's the usual discussions we have when we still talk about WiMAX, and especially mobile WiMAX. So basically, yes, devices are always an issue, but when you see the type of investment in North America, where, for example, that are being put into LTE, I'm sure that the handset manufacturers will see the business case for that, and will have the devices in time.